So welcome to today's video conference presentation on Meetup. It's a prompt, quick presentation. We're not going to last more than half an hour. It's currently 9:30. And the purpose of today's talk is to tell you about where you should be today as far as automation is concerned, as far as a consultant. And I said as far as automation, I meant as far as a consultant. The reason I'm doing this video is just to give you insight on what has happened in the evolution of work and how now work is no longer what it used to be. Now work is actually the focus of your energy ought to be organization for optimization and higher efficiency. That being said, what should you do? Everybody that is having a consultant type job should use any method like Instant HPI. So I'm going to name you some combinations and I'm going to tell you what to do based on your finances and how much you're willing to invest. Now, the most important thing in your life ought to be, financially speaking, your job, right? Like you trained all your life, you went through all the schooling that you did to eventually develop a skill set that is now becoming something that you offer as a service to society. Society rewards you with some sort of salary or a method for you to basically be able to live good or whatnot. That being said, here are some of the issues that are happening. With automation, a lot of people are being killed overnight. And I mean overnight, and I mean killed. Without food, there is a saying that says, if a man's job and income is like his capacity to live, without you having the resources to sustain yourself, how are you going to survive? So the job creation process in our economy, in our society, is actually a slower process than, so we have multiple competing systems, markets, and ways of working. Some of them are, AI is a new thing. It did not exist 10 years ago. Now it's not only existing, it's erasing, destroying entire work fields and categories of jobs in no time. Elon Musk this month, last week, began having self-driving cars in Texas drive for a flat rate of $4.25. Flat rate $4.25. So what's happening is you are given the chance to substitute and understand these technologies are coming very fast. So in the Bible, God tells Adam when they reached that pinnacle of evolution, whatever happened back in those days, that they took that apple to be like God, that they took a bite of that apple. The important thing that I'm trying to tell to you here is that God told them, become a farmer, till the land, like be fruitful and multiply. It's that simple. This is what we have today. But the idea is as follows. When not one person, but a million people lose their job simultaneously because AI has solved a major issue, the new issue is way worse because at least we had a working economy where everybody had a position. Now, all these people are simultaneously incapable of building a skill set that cannot be replaced by AI. All skill sets will be replaced by AI. So unless you have a highly technical job, like some of the doctors that I work for in Instant HPI, it took you like 10, 15 years to develop that skill set. You're going to be replaced the latest. But I'm already at that stage where I'm telling doctors, hey, listen, there are builds of automation that you can do that are no cost. So if you're in Africa and you can understand what I'm saying because you speak English, there is no reason for you to not have automation right now. Let me explain to you how to do it. So you don't earn a lot of money. Do you have the internet? So the first thing is you would need a laptop or a computer, and you do need like a tablet or a form to make people fill the form out to get the information. And here's what I'm trying to say. In the builds that I have, I give the example of a doctor, but you could just be a real estate agent. You could be the guy at the bodega, okay? You could be the guy at the grocery store arranging things. So the general thing, regardless of the profession that you have, as far as automation is concerned, is going to not only prolong it's going to increase your longevity as a viable work source for your society. It's going to consequently reflect back on you and extend your capacity to live. So longevity through more work more, live longer in a sense. The second recommendation I have for you is to try to buy land so that you can start farming for yourself. Because in the future, there's nothing worse, like the degradation of the quality of a human being, whether he becomes belligerent, disrespectful, and all that. The financial stresses turn humans into animals. And when they become animals, it's fending for themselves. It doesn't matter anymore that this is a woman, this is a child, this is an older person. People become historically, just imagine all the things that have happened that you know of. in human history. After wars, periods of famine, people do anything to survive. So I'm telling you now, without the abundance, we're not going to make it. You are not going to make it without abundance. And you don't build abundance the day they tell you you lose your job. So I'm telling you this, and the automation system. So the first thing that I do recommend to you is you have to go online. You have to work online. Whatever you do, do dentist online. It doesn't matter. It will increase your viability. And then do different things. Education, classes for children, how to brush your teeth, how to floss, what's a cavity, whatever. It doesn't matter. Turn whatever you have this time is automate it and try to go online. So I'm giving you 20 things at the same time. Just take it in slowly and let it sink in and just let it rest. You're gonna see what I'm telling you is from a viewpoint that is very advanced as far as what I have created that can be implemented into your life. The structures of things that you could do in automation, regardless of your job, you could automate using Google Scripts and not pay monthly fees. All these automation software, what am I talking about? Make, Zapier, Karagon, these are N8N, Night. So these are automation tools that you can use. It's gonna take you time and likely money to learn to use them. Not only because they may give you like trials that you can use, they'll give you credits, actions, or Make, if I'm not wrong, gives you 500 actions for free every month. So that's actually quite good. It's free count. You do it and you get 500 actions every month. So they have that non-paying option. Google Sheet integration. So learn to code things with ChatGPT or DeepSeek. Example, go to DeepSeek and start communicating with DeepSeek. Even better, you have a MacBook laptop. Install Ollama on your laptop and run, I think it's Llama 1:38B, if I'm not wrong. Ask the AI, what are the language models that fit best the characteristics of your computer? So you can't give your computer something that would take too much RAM if you don't have the RAM for it. So for example, I have a MacBook Pro from where I'm filming this, and it's 16 gigabytes. So I told the AI, I need to do medical work. So I'm looking for an AI that I want to install on my laptop and run it locally, right? And so I want that this is my setting. I have and tell me what would be best for it and give me options. You give it that, you say it, and it's going to give you options. Then you go through the process and you install it on your laptop. The end. You already have then an AI running on your laptop. I mean, this is if you go to that far. That's an idea. The other one is you just go and you use my recommendations. If you have some money, use Anthropic. Anthropic Opus 4 is excellent at coding. It's excellent at responding, and you can use it to basically accelerate the process of automating things in your work. And I'm not talking like schedule automation, like secretary automation. All this stuff is way too simple. I'm saying build. These are builds. I'm not concerned with that. That information already exists.